Fool, I'm from Tucson, Arizona. It was a small town. I would have never thought I would be in HBO with. But you see, like I see the logo and I'm just like, fool. I'm like, right now, if you go on HBO, you type in my name, it's there. That's crazy to me.
This is the True Hustle Podcast with your host, JR.
This is the True Hustle Podcast with your host, JR.
That's let the people know. Así es la vida, güey. It's unrehearsed. You can't plan everything. I like it raw, baby. You know what I mean? So that's what we're showing.
And that's what you're gonna get in this episode. Fucking straight raw. Okay. No spit.
La verga.
How did you end up in LA?
Easy. I got kicked out of my house. No, I'm just kidding. I wanted to move to LA to do stand-up comedy since I was a kid. At Chiquito, way I was always like, I'm gonna move to LA. So I was like in kindergarten. So I always knew I was gonna come here to do stand-up. So.
But how long did it take you? So you were here at
2009. I moved out here. I was 19. So I moved out of Tucson, Arizona in 2009. Oh, I swear to God, I swear to God, dude. Compa.
Cut that.
Una mamá más y me voy. Así de fácil. Me voy a ir, cabrón. Chingado. I've never been disrespected so much in my goddamn life. And I had an abusive father. No,
that you did.
Yes, I did.
According to your special.
Yeah,
that shit gave me fucking PTSD.
I could tell. I could see your eyes.
I was like, what, crying? Like, fucking, my dad was my first bully.
You're like, me too.
Me too. I kept on saying me too the whole fucking show.
Dude, con los ojos, just like looking at you, I can see trauma, fool. Like,
bro.
You look like you're ready to, you need a hug. You want to cry. You know what I mean?
wasn't hugged as a kid. There's a lot of traumas.
I could tell, dude.
But it's fucking, do you think it's because we're first generation and our parents were raised that way?
I think so. I think your first trauma started when you started liking the Chivas. I mean, the Americas. Because I'm a Chivas fan. You know what I mean? That was your first trauma, compa. That was your first trauma, pero I'm going to let that one slide.
También que me estabas cayendo.
But I say that for sure, like as a kid, you know, they teach us how to be tough because they were raised tough. But in America, you know, our friends weren't raised like this. They were raised with love. And like they've had, you know, I think they had like generations of the toughness that already passed, and they learn that doesn't work. You know what I mean? And nosotros, pues, that's first generation, homie. That's first generation problems. De nosotros.
And how did you feel, like you being raised the way we were raised, and then your fucking friends, like, they had their relationships, and let's talk.
We're gonna go for a swim in my uncle's Olympic pool. You're like, I was like, should I bring a quarter so I can get in? A quarter? Of course not. You know me, just hop in. I'm like, God damn. Yeah, I didn't grow up with people like. I remember there was like a over the ground pool. You remember those plastic ones?
Yes.
A neighbor had it. That's how ghetto we were. That one person had it. Y nosotros, everybody in the neighborhood, le caímos a la casa. It was so full fucking. And the dad, you know, stingy ass Latino dad. Chingazo madre todos. Tell your dads que se pongan a trabajar a la verga. Chingazo madre. You know? But if it was in a white neighborhood, like, bring your friends, come on, we'll make lemonade, we'll make it a whole thing. Yeah, more the merrier.
We got a hamburger helper.
That's right, not in the hood. In the hood, sal la verga, no, la verga. And then you're gonna break it, and then what? So, growing up in that environment is definitely like, you know, you learn a lot, right?
But
you learn how to be tough skin.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pero por eso, like, we can handle more shit than other fucking.
Well, I think that's why we could deal with adversity, like, much better. Yeah, because we've been so fucking programmed to like endure so much bullshit.
Yeah, and like especially like when you have a job, right? And your boss is getting all crazy. We can handle that shit. Like, okay, good. No, we can take criticism. We can handle it. Some people just, you know, some other ethnicities, you know, they can't handle that. They're like, I'm gonna sue. Or or some of them get really into it. Like they get all depressed. They come back with a backpack and a gun and shoot up the whole goddamn place. Some people can't handle it. You know what I mean? We can handle it. Nosotros, we shake that shit off. We're like, ponte las pilas. Okay, cool. I fucked up. You got me slipping. We can handle it. You know.
That's why I think some of the things that I went through as a kid.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, but this shit made me. Because now I can be like, what?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah.
Like.
You
know what I've been through as a child?
Exactly.
Do you know my dad?
But that's the thing. But that's the thing, dude. That's the thing. We're those guys. You know? We're those guys. When we keep everything in, that we're these guys. We're the guys that when we start drinking and there's a moment to open up, you start letting everything out because it's like it comes out naturally because we keep it in. You know?
So now that you have your own kids, because you mentioned you had a kid.
I have a kid, yes.
So how do you, of course, you don't repeat the same patterns that.
I'm trying not to.
Are you more open?
Well, I mean, first of all, take it easy. He's only a couple months. I mean, I'm open, but he doesn't, he doesn't really listen. But there's ways that in my mind, I'm like, I'm going to raise him differently. I'm going to raise him like talking, understanding. Like, no más way. Like, my dad would just be like, compa, ve, tira la pinche basura, hijo de chingada. It's just like, I would just tell him, can you, I'm going to be more Caucasian. Can you help? Can you just help, bud? Help with the trash. Just, you know, just.
So you want your allowance?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Hey.
Do you want a little bonus?
Hey, buddy. How about you come and help mom and dad, huh? Let's play a game. Let's take out the trash on time. You know, I don't know. Maybe, because the thing about my dad, dude, is like when he would get frustrated, our parents didn't know how to express why they're upset. And then they didn't have enough words. So then what they knew was just anger. You know what I mean? So they were trying to be like, no, es que chinga madre, vete para allá. Like, they don't know how to explain to you, like, compa, no lo haga porque eso es atrozar. They don't know how to sit you down. They just se desesperan. Lárgate, la verga, antes que te dé un putazo, cabrón. And you're like, fuck. Like, and then you just get, or you know what they say? You know, you want to go deep? Let's go deep.
Oh, we're going to go deep. Bro, this shit.
Let's go fucking.
I fucking might start crying in this fucking
dude,
episode.
Let's go deep, dog. Let's go deep, dude. Here's the thing about our parents, bro. This is what they did to us, dude. They messed us up. Our parents, they taught us to, like, look up to them, right?
Yes.
Like, they are powerful people. Like, we look up to them. They are like the kings, right? We look up to them. And that's the thing that we did. We respect our parents. Aunque nos echen a la madre, nos digan que valemos madre, we still respect them. We care about them. So their, like, voice is very valuable to us. And the thing is that they don't understand. Lo que no entiende, güey, is that it holds so much weight of what they say, and they choose to say negative shit. Imagine if they said something nice. They say shit like, no, compa, vale pa pura madre, güey. Vale pa andas como pendejo, cabrón. And they don't understand that we're just like, fuck, am I done for? Should I go get help, dog? What the fuck? But if they don't mean it, and then you fucking tell them, ya cuando está ruco all drunk, no, es que tú me dijiste, que valgo verga, güey. And tu jefe ahorita, ¿cuándo te dije, güey? ¿Cuándo? Because they didn't mean it. And we took it to heart. We remember that one day when they told us, like, que vale verga, that shit sit with us, right? And they didn't understand that they just used it freely. What if they would have said something when they don't say positive shit to us? But imagine if they did. And how much that would help us now. If they would have said something like, hey, ¿sabes qué, amigo? Te que toda marida. When they do something good, no, wait, they can't give you a compliment. Because they always remember the bad shit. I don't know why Latinos, they don't like to make us feel good, you know? Like our parents, they never like, you got straight A's? I got straight A's. Sí, cabrón, pero te measte en la cama, güey. Like, what does that have to do with anything? Give me one compliment. They always have to find something bad in you, you know? You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy how, like, I realized, like, oh shit, my dad is like everything. And I need to watch what I say to my son because I'm everything to him. You know what I mean? That's something that I'm aware of. I'm like, I'm going to compliment him more. Yes. I'm you know, give him some confidence.
I tell my kids I love them all the time.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Every fucking day.
Yeah, that's good.
Because I don't want to repeat that cycle. Even though,
we got to change. Yeah.
And even when I still go to my parents' house and he starts fucking screaming.
How do you handle that? Because that's what I'm going to be into. Because my dad,
bro,
we FaceTime, fool. We FaceTime the baby and my girl gives me looks. Because she's like, rolls her eyes. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? What's the matter? He's like, your dad is just, does he need a cuss? And I'm like, cuss? And my dad, este cabrón se mira con su chingada madre, mira la cara. Venga, igual de pendejo con su padre, cabrón. And I'm just like, but it's so natural to me that I'm just laughing. I'm like, yeah, it's funny, this and that. And I hang up.
The problem is that we feel that shit is normal.
It is normal.
Until somebody else.
She points it out. Like, and I'm like, oh, you're right. That is pretty fucked up.
So my wife is pregnant right now.
Uh-oh.
So we're going to have a boy. And
how many have you had already?
This is my third.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So then she's like, I'm not going to let your dad call my son away.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, brace yourself, brother. It's coming. It's coming.
And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, fuck, why not?
Yeah. Oh,
and she's like, I was like, is it a big deal? She's like, yes, it is a big deal. He's not away. And he's not going to be a gordo. Or he's not going to be a... And I'm like, what the fuck?
Is she Latina?
Yeah, but she's from Ecuador. You know, so they're
she's one of those Latinas. Okay, good.
So they're not. She grew up different.
Yes, dude. That's the thing. And you know, we're bumping heads right now con las viejas, güey. We're bumping heads with our viejas. You know why? Because we're trying to be different. We're not trying to treat our women like our parents treat our moms. You know what I mean? Yes. So we want to be like, I want to be more even, more respectful, you know, understanding. Pero también, güey, it's tough. It's tough because these girls put so many rules on us. It's like, oh, goddamn, bitch. Like, can we just leave our parents be? Like, you know what I mean? Why are we trying to control everything? You already control me, bitch. Like, that's enough. Stop trying to control my family, too. Goddamn.
So then every now and then does your wife say, hey, why you treating me like your dad treats your mom?
Oh, my God.
Oh, bro. Shit.
Yeah. I said one fucking thing about, hey, can you make me like, wow. What the fuck? I just wanted a sandwich. Oh, so I'm like your fucking slave? And they're like, well, I thought you were my fucking girl. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I did. No, I'll
just
do
a fucking sandwich.
I'll do it. It's the way you fucking said it. It's like, what the fuck you mean? When I said it because I was hungry. I don't know. What do you want me to do?
So, all right, the ultimate paisa test.
Yeah, here we go.
When you go to parties.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Puro pinche, like, for me, it's
at a party. What kind of party? Well, take me to it.
Mexican
a paisa party. I'm going to a backyard.
Your family.
Backyard.
Like me,
my family.
My family,
okay, cool.
my tias are gonna be there. Boom, boom, boom.
So
I gotta prep my chick. Be like, hey.
Oh yeah. Oh, dude.
Hey.
Oh, I'm telling you, you're preaching, baby.
Bro,
you're preaching.
Like, hey.
Yeah.
If I ask you to go get me 4 tacos. You're gonna go get me 4
tacos. Man.
You know, you're gonna. I could go get my own tacos. She's like, yeah, babe, but I'll go get them for you anyways. But I'm just telling you, like,
I'm letting you know.
Like, today's not the day to tell me no.
Right.
You're gonna go get me my fucking tacos
because if you don't, they're gonna take my man card away.
Bro, I don't want to deal with that bullshit, dog.
I'm not gonna be allowed to come to the fucking parties no more.
I'm like,
they notice all that. Yeah.
If I tell you to get me a beer, just give me that beer.
Give me a beer. Hey, does she get all upset because you drink? Because you guys are gonna drive later? Does she do like, yeah, babe, we gotta go in a little bit?
No, she gives me the, hey, that's it.
That's the that's the thing. Fool, that's the thing.
Because
we love our girls,
she
right?
She meant me like,
yeah, you. Yeah.
And now that, you know, my daughter's 7, I don't do none of that shit.
You calm down a little bit.
So I calm down a lot, actually.
Yeah. Which is good. Which is good.
You know, so then.
It's a good change. Yeah.
You know, I don't drink 98% of the time. So, but when I go to family party,
98% of the time. Compa, you don't have to lie to me, fool. Neta, don't lie to me. 98% of the time. Get the
90.
You smell like tequila when I walked in here. Fucking liar.
So then, what's it called? I don't drink as much, but when I do, and I do start getting a little bit, she's like, hey,
loosey goosey. Yeah,
that's it. And I'm like, right, just one more.
Sí, te corta la volada.
She's like, ni madres, güey. Ya empezaste a la pendejada, güey. And I'm like, all right, okay, cool.
I wonder if our girls like get off of the power of them just going, enough. Y tú te quedas como, a part of you, at least with me, a part of me feels like, ¿sabes qué? I wasn't gonna stop. And you know the machismo fucking paisa in me just starts coming out. But ¿sabes qué? Because you told me, ahora voy a tomar 3 más. 3. I wasn't gonna do it.
Y síguele con tus pendejadas, me tomo 6. Y
síguele y van a ir caminando a la casa a la verga. You know what I mean? Oh, dude, that paisa comes in. It's still in me. Like that voice is living in my fucking head, fool. I start off, I respond like, no, babe, I'm just gonna get one more. It's fine. I start off proper. You know, no, babe, I'm gonna do one more. That's it. Babe, like that's enough. And if I'm in a good buzz and she says that, it triggers the paisa in me. It's like, ¿Qué está diciendo? The paisa, and I'm fighting with them in my head. I'm just like, no.
Like
and then my proper head is fighting with my fucking paisa head. Like, dude, relax. She didn't mean it. She's just being nice. She's thinking about the family. No, shut the hell up, cabrón. No. She's disrespecting us. She knows who we are. Así somos. Chinguen a su madre, compa. Tú tómale la tequila. And then I fucking come out and I'm like, where's the tequila, dude?
Shit.
Babe, where's the fucking tequila, dude? Yeah, un desmadre, güey. That's the fucking paisa in me, dog. And I'm battling that guy every day.
But when you wake up the next day,
I'm battling him every day.
Like if you do go on a binge, is he telling you no? And then you wake up the next day todo crudo pa la verga.
Yeah,
and then you start thinking, what the fuck did I do?
Oh, yeah. Oh, and you start...
And does she give you the... and then walk away?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you pray that maybe she forgot. Maybe she slept the anger out. You know what I mean? She walks in and like, what time is it? And the silent treatment. That's when you know, it's going to be one of those days. It's going to be one of those days.
The last time I got that fucked up. Yeah, I woke up. It became one of those? And I was like, oh my God.
Was it because of something you did or said?
Yeah, something I said or something. I must have said some stupid shit. There's not one drunk person that doesn't say dumb shit.
That's the thing.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's what we need a therapist.
But I realized dumb shit
to her.
Yeah, I realized that I fucked up.
Right.
When I woke up and she was just like,
ooh. Damn, la mirada.
And then I was like,
la mirada y la risita, and walked away.
I had to do some damage control, and I'd be like,
what did you do? Let me see your fucking kiss ass voice right now.
Listen,
well, baby, la carita.
I really don't remember what I said.
Yeah.
I said, but
yeah.
Like, I don't want to fight, babe. I don't want to fight. I just want to. I'm sorry. I must have said something. I was fucked up. I'm sorry.
No, yeah.
I mean, what can I do? I can't take it back. Do you have a time machine?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You start twisting it. You start flipping it on her.
You know, have you seen how I was treated as a kid?
Oh, dude, I always bring up my trauma when I was a kid. I'm trying to do better, but it's like, fuck. La vocecita que se va a to make her feel bad. And it's like, fuck, never mind. Fucking. Babe, stop. I don't want to upset you. No, it's like, fucking you. What, you know what? Hey, fuck it. You know, fuck my life and shit. Like, you start treating yourself bad, and then you start feeling bad. You know.
You know that I used to get beaten.
Yeah.
And she's like,
you know how I grew up.
You know, what is that gonna do with you saying all the dumb shit you were saying? You don't know my struggle.
Yeah. I'm trying my best out here. Pero no mames, chingado. And then they're like, all right, relax. I'll make you that sandwich. Okay then.
Do you have any sisters?
Yeah, I have one sister. Yeah.
Were you guys treated differently?
Oh, yeah, for sure. She got it pretty bad. Yeah. She, not pretty bad, but I look back now and I'm just like, yeah, she was like, the thing is that in the 90s, we got ignored. That's the thing. Yeah. We just got ignored. We just like, it's like our parents are living the life. They're trying to figure it out. And we were just like, get out of the way. You were just there. You have a room, you have the fucking lights, and that's enough for us. Let us figure the rest out. And then we're just like, but we need your love. And we need your attention. And they were like, hey, we don't fucking cabrones. We gave you a room. We just bought you a TV. And that's it. You know what I mean? So,
and you got shoes.
And you got
got good clothes. Te llevé la pinche Jessie Penny, güey.
That's right.
¿Qué más quieres, güey?
Exactly.
I don't know, like hug me?
Exactly. I don't know. Tell me that you
Tell
love me.
Tell me you love me, fuck.
What's more important is for you to love me. I think, I don't know. Is that crazy?
And I'm just curious to see if you're, because I have sisters too. And my dad was just, he was equal opportunity.
Equally? He was more tough on the sisters though, huh?
Did you? I think he was more tough with me because he was more tough with me because I was a.
Did you have to do the whole thing that you have to go on the date that they were like go out with their boyfriend? You have to go chaperone.
No,
be the cock block fucking kid.
But
dude, you know how many sisters I've made out with and fucking with their little brother over there. She's mostly just trying to look. I'm like, why you look over there and grabbing ass and shit.
Yeah,
he's gonna look at us.
Yeah, I think he was just equally just fucking crazy with all of us. But I think I got the worst of it because I was a fucked up kid.
Where are you guys from?
Huntington Park.
No, like Mexico.
Guadalajara. Jalisco, donde vienen los hombres.
Yeah, my family, my grandpa, he was from Guadalajara. So.
Yeah, so they operate.
But they're real men, they're Chivas fans, you know what I mean? They're real men.
Dude.
I don't know how you can be a fucking an Americanista and we're from Guadalajara. That's so disrespectful.
It's 11 brothers.
That's so disrespectful.
It's 11 of them. My dad is the only one that's an America fan.
Oh.
Todos Chivas.
Your dad's trauma is falling into your guys' fucking life.
And then
he's trying to rebel with his family for a fucking reason. He's fighting through some shit with that shit. He's saying something. Everybody going for Chivas and he's going for America. He's saying something.
We just went to the game.
All right.
And all my uncles were there.
Yeah,
and it's like, I was the only one rocking all this shit.
Is your
dad?
Oh, damn,
I got
you're that
the
deep?
whole fucking deep, dog.
Fool, you got the fucking equipment like you play and shit.
I'm
Fucking
telling you, I'm
relax,
fucking-
fool, with your
no,
dad bod.
hey.
Get the fuck out of here. This fool looks like he jogs, he's gonna have a heart attack. Fuck out of here. I love how he wears like athlete shit. Like if he actually goes out there in the field. And,
I try.
is that a word, athlete? I mean, my own word.
I think
Jesus.
you just did. So, but yeah, man, I think, yeah, we went through a lot of.
Yeah, a lot of problems, dude. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, yes and no, but it's a part of.
But what are the benefits from it?
Well, the benefits is what's going on right now, right? Like our culture, we didn't have to fucking do no marching, no nada. And they started talking about the Trump shit. Nosotros were just like, we literally our people were like, we watched it and we were like, what? All right, whatever. We just kept working because that's what we do. We work. Everything he said was that fucking dad or the uncle that talks shit, and you're just like, yeah, you're just talking out of your ass. Okay, we're gonna go back to living our life. That's what that's the benefit. We don't let that shit affect us. We don't get bent out of shape. We don't fucking go and we gotta fight for we just prove it with our work. What he said, everybody knows that what he said is not true, because they're around us. Mm-hmm. They live around us. They see in our apartment. They we're in the same apartment complex. They know, everybody knows damn well who's the hardest working people. Son los Mexicanos, way, Latinos, period. So it's like, so esa pendejadas that he's saying for is what it is. Some pendejadas, way. Like, we're like, whatever, dog. Because our people, they know what we do. They know how much we contribute to this fucking country, fool. And you know what? Let them keep talking shit, because now we're smartening up. We're buying property. This new generation, we're owning land, homies.
Listen to this guy.
You know what I'm saying? So ellos están pendejando, güey. That's what we just let them talk, güey. Nosotros, we know how to hustle. We know how to move. We know the right moves now. Like this next generation after us, they're going to get it so much better, fool. They're not going to have to deal with what we dealt with. We're going to let them in the secret. We're going to teach them how to invest. We're going to teach them how to move the money. Shit that our parents didn't know, but they did the job. Our parents did the job right, bringing us here. Now it's our turn to help the next generation move this right.
I just think that our parents did what they were supposed to, and they did it to the best of their ability. They didn't know. It's a foreign country, dude. They came in here like, it takes some fucking balls.
It is. Dude, like, you start. So I went from like the whole blaming them, like, you're fucking because of you have anxiety, because of you fucking OCD. And I was like, wait, I can't look people in the eyes and shit. All that shit. I blame all that shit on them, right? And then like once I moved out, that's when I realized, like, fool, how did you do it? It's impossible for me to do this, pay rent and stuff. And I was living in a fucking couch, way. And you did it with a family. You had two of us
in a country,
and you didn't even speak the language. You didn't even, like, how did you maneuver? So I started respecting my dad, and I started having conversations with him, like, ¿sabes qué? Like, and I started looking at him like a person who was just telling me what to do. I started saying, like, yo, this guy has so much information that why am I not treating him like a friend too? To gain, like, yo, we learn from each other. What do I do here? How do I do this? How do I get a car? Mijo, they want to teach us. They've been through some shit. There's so much information with your parents. Ask. Stop just looking at him like, oh, he's just going to fucking chew my ass out. Fuck that fool. Talk to him like a friend too. Get to know him.
Yes.
That's the thing. We're not trying to get to know them. We're just like let them treat us like they're bossing us around. It's like, no. So talk to him like a friend. He'll talk to you like a friend, So
now your relationship with your dad
We're best friends. Me and my dad are best friends. We talk every day. I was just on the phone with him before I come over here. We were just talking about, like, he always has like these new business ideas. He always has a new negocio. Mira, güey, lo que voy a hacer, güey. Mira, güey, el terreno que tengo, güey. Lo que voy a hacer. Every day he does a new thing for the terreno. It's just something new that he's going to do. Voy a abrir esa madre, güey. Voy a poner casas, güey. I'm like, dude, first of all, you need to get approved. But he doesn't know. He's just talking. Once Latinos drink their coffee, they just start, ¿sabes qué voy a hacer, güey? Mira. Fíjate nomás en la pinche movida, porque vamos a hacer la verga. Vender la casa, chingar su madre a todos. Here we go. So, my dad are best friends. And then when I had my baby, that moment, I just realized, like, oh shit, my dad was scared. My dad didn't know. My dad was trying. My dad did his best. So that's when I was like, oh, so who the fuck am I to make him feel more like I'm his son. I'm in this position. I'm scared. I had the baby and I was like scared. Not like, oh fuck, what am I gonna do? But it was like, damn, this is all my kid. Like, I'm gonna have to guide him the right way. I'm gonna have to take care of him. And then that's when it hit me. I'm like, my dad was in my shoes, and if he grows up and starts like telling me all these bad shit. It's like, bro, I'm trying my best. I'm trying. And that's what he did. So then I've totally forgive anything that I'm like, I understand, like, he tried his best and that's it. You know?
So then I think at one point you just accepted it and say, you know what, I forgive you.
Yeah.
Because you can't hold on to that shit.
Yeah,
It's just like fucking poison to your soul.
Yeah.
I did that.
Yeah.
I did that with both of my parents. Like, you know what?
Yeah,
they were kids. They came over here to a country that, well, they didn't speak the language.
Right.
And he still did something. It's mind blowing to see that my dad came over here with nothing.
Yeah.
And he did something.
Yeah.
You know? And I got that idea because I buy apartments. That's all I do. I buy a lot of apartments.
Yeah.
And Here's
what I do. I don't know if I told you this, but I'm a big fucking deal here. I'm a big fucking deal. And Downey, I'm a big fucking deal, right? I walk outside, people kiss my feet. That's not the point. The point is, let me tell you something.
It's not about me.
It's not just my fucking good looks and my nice fucking haircut, right? Here's the fucking deal. No. All right? You pull a fucking apartment? You like the Lombariga fucking Downey, huh? Chingao.
But I got that from him.
Yeah.
So as a kid, he would take me to go. I was his fucking maintenance crew.
Yeah, dude. That's the thing about.
I was fucking barriendo.
Yeah. I was in fucking construction with my uncle, and I'm like, and the guys were like, he's a child. I thought you were gonna bring an actual worker. He's a worker. Throw him in the roof. Just threw me up there. Sáquelo clavo, mijo. If you step on it, por pendejo, compa. And I was like, fuck. No, that's gonna ruin our insurance. No, but yeah, dude. So you were like the maintenance crew with your dad.
Yeah, I was his maintenance. I didn't want to go.
Yeah,
but it's just to see, like, damn, I know motherfuckers that born here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They have all the opportunities that didn't do what he did.
Yeah, but your dad, I'm guaranteeing you, like, your dad would drop little jewels here and there. Like, ven, hijo,
he's
te estoy enseñando, güey, porque mira esta gente, güey. Ellos no se ponen la pie, and you learn. And he's giving you the game. You're like, oh, you're right.
I remember him telling me, I was like 15.
Right.
He's like, mira cabrón. You know his, mira cabrón.
Yeah.
Aquí tienes en los Estados Unidos, cabrón.
Oh, yeah.
Tienes que cuidar tu crédito, hijo de la chingada.
Yes, yeah.
Trabaja como hombre, cabrón.
Yeah. And you're like, I'm in third grade, but
I'm like, okay, what the fuck is credit? So I'm like,
you're like,
I'm like, okay.
I understand.
Trabaja, cabrón, ahorra tu dinero, paga tus pinches biles. Y haz algo.
That's algo, yeah.
And I'm like, okay. But it's like, now that you look back, I'm like, damn.
Yeah, he was giving you the fucking game, dude.
He was.
And they give it to us like at a young age, which is like one of the reasons why I did comedy at a young age. Because he would just install that in my head. When I was in kindergarten, I wanted to play soccer. And then I kept like throwing it in his face. Like, man, well, why don't you take me to a team? Why don't you take me to a team? And in one of those like drives, you know, when we're coming from the mall, and he's like, no, pinche more, because we passed by a park. And they always compare you, right? Latinos love to compare.
Always.
And there was these kids like walking in with a bicycle, and he had a soccer ball, and they were in their jerseys going to the game. And I looked at them, and my dad's like, mira, güey, mira esto vato, güey. ¿Ves? Mira esos pinches morros, güey. No ves, tiene sus papás, su mamá, no tiene nadie, güey. They want to walk, they want to play soccer, they go, and they do it themselves, mijo. They got on the bike, el pinche morro, güey, your age. Go on. Él lo quiere, güey. If you want something, you're going to get it. You don't need me to approve. You don't need me to say to get it for you. You do it. Tú hazlo, güey. Yo ando trabajando en la verga. Si lo quieres, hazlo, güey. Hazlo. And I'm just like, fuck, he's right. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Complaining. It's easy to complain. I was lazy.
The easiest thing.
The thing was I was lazy. I didn't want to get a fucking back and go there. That was the truth. And he would say that. That's flojo, güey. ¿Por qué eres flojo, güey? So then when I wanted to be a stand-up comic, I'm like, oh, I'm going to go look for it. I went to go to the comedy clubs. I took the bus. I showed up. I drove. I went for it. I took that advice that he gave me at a young age, that jewel, and I used it into like something that I really want to do, you know? And these are things that are like, yo, that's real shit.
Get up. Do it yourself.
Yeah.
It's easier to give up, dog.
Yeah. I mean,
that's the easy part.
When you're talking shit, it's because you're jealous and you got to look at yourself and be like, oh, it's because I'm just lazy. You got to talk shit to yourself. You know, you got to be your dad's voice and yourself and take that criticism and like, if it hurts you, it's because, my dad always says that. If I say something and it hurts you, it's because it's real.
True.
And you got to fix it. You got to look into it instead of holding it in and just like judge people off of it and like hate the world. Hate yourself for believing and knowing
¿Por qué eres huevón? No soy huevón. ¿A qué hora son? Las 11 y apenas te estás levantando, güey.
Sí, güey. It's like, it's the truth. My dad says something, even nowadays, like, he'll like, he'll say something. I remember I was complaining about stand-up, and I was like, nah, ese compa, no te pones las pilas, güey. Tienes que ir a todos los shows, tienes que hacer todo, güey. And I'm just like, fuck, you don't fucking know this, you don't know how it works. You don't know, all the American in me. You don't know how this works, man. You don't know my life, dude. I'm fucking trying my best out here, dude. They don't want me at the shows, dude. Fuck that. You don't fucking know me, dude. And I fucking turn off the phone, listen to Linkin Park. Fuck, you don't fucking know me, dude. And then you start thinking like, damn, he's right, dude. He's right. I'm over here complaining about the comedy clubs not letting me in, and he's telling me like, fuck it, do your own shows. And that's true. I was like, why aren't I doing that? So then I started learning how to hustle on my own and be like, you're right. Fuck that. Fuck their yes. Let's make yeses over here. Make
Create
my
your own shit, right?
Yeah. So you know what I mean. That's the type of shit that you need to hear. And I'm fortunate to have a dad to tell me.
Yes.
That. We have a lot of friends that didn't, and we have a lot of friends that grew up with just their moms and stuff. You know, and you can just tell they put on a lot of lotion. They dress like they have clean shoes. You know, I was like, he grew up with his mom. Yeah.
Fucking manicures.
They never want to like rough play and shit. Like, hey, come on, go, dude. Fuck. Stop, dude. My mom just combed my hair, dude. I was like, este pinche culón with fucking mama's boy.
You're gonna fuck up my fucking moco de gorilla, wey.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we got a mama's boy in the Toxicos. I'll let you guys know who the fuck I'm talking about. Okay. I'm joking. I love that guy. No. I love that guy.
How was your first actual stand-up gig?
Oh, I thought you were going to say my first time I ever fucked. Let me tell you something right now, dude. I did my dad's technique. Mira, güey, abre esa madre, güey. No, I'm just kidding. No, anyways, that's not sanitary. No. My first stand-up gig, I was 15, and I went to the local comedy club in Tucson, and then I signed up. I didn't go because I was scared. And then I was afraid, dude, when they called my name. I put my name on the list.
Were you nervous?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Afraid?
Yes.
Afraid. You were standing, you were walking.
This is the deep and emotional part of the show. Yeah, I was scared. I was afraid. Did I believe myself? At that moment, I didn't.
Did you have your dad's voice in your ear like, "Let's madre, güey"?
I had my whole culture in the back of my head. And I didn't think I had it in me. I wasn't strong enough. And, sorry. No, I'm just kidding. But I was afraid because I was like, no, I can't handle it. Well, this is really going to happen? No, matter the way the stage is right there. People are there. You're like, oh, this is fucking real. It's like this.
And people are just staring?
They're going to be expecting jokes. And I don't know if I'm funny. I'm funny in my classroom with my friends. De ahí era como like, if I'm really like taking a moment and really like, I'm really thinking about this answer. In that moment, my dream was always to be a stand-up comic. That's my dream. And a lot of us have these dreams. They're your dream. Something that we all dream about, something that you really want to be, right? And the reason why you don't do it is because you're afraid, what if you fail? So a lot of people can live with knowing what could have happened and talk shit to that. I was going to do it, but no way, fucking. They find an excuse. No, stop, bitches. Compa, you need to buy this fucking insurance. I'm not matter with. Everybody has something to talk shit about that fear or that dream, right? And that was gonna be my excuse. I was gonna be like, nah, fuck that. Like, I was gonna blame the crowd or I don't like this crowd. Stand up is whack. You know what I mean? There's too many people. And in that moment, it felt like, fuck, am I gonna really try to do my dream? And if I suck, then what? I was afraid that I'm gonna suck and it's not gonna go good, and that my dream's not gonna come true.
So you were thinking of all the negative shit.
I thought I was like, this is what I always wanted, and it felt better calling it a dream because I had something to look forward to. I'm like, oh, I want to be a comic. And that made me feel good knowing that I want to be a comedian. I threw that dream out there, pero in that moment I was like, all right, right now, do it. And I'm like, like I'm gonna just go up there and do it right now. Because here's the thing, I liked it, but I have to clean my room right now. And I try to find an excuse because I was afraid that I'm gonna try it and it didn't work out, right? So I was afraid, but then I was like, "Pues sabes qué, güey? There's only one way to find out. Just do it." And after like the third time of me going, I fucking finally will go up there and I bombed. Everything I was afraid of happened. I bombed. I did this. It was terrible. It was embarrassing. I embarrassed myself in front of like one of my high school friends, and that woke me up to be like, "Sabes qué? Fuck no, fool. Nah, I'm gonna make this work."
Did that high school friend talk shit, clown?
I don't know. I never seen him again. It wasn't my so he wasn't my like friend, but I knew him because he knew my sister. But in my head, I'm like, but I'm gonna go up there. I don't know anybody here, so fuck it.
So you think I got you nervous when you seen that? Oh,
but then when I saw him, dije, la verga, now he's gonna fucking go and tell my friends, güey. Dije, no mames, güey. So now I'm like, damn. I'm trying to find an excuse. Like, you see, this is why I'm not gonna go up. Fuck that. But then I was like, fuck it. Let's just do it. And I went up there, and then I did terrible. I bombed. But then something inside me said, you know what? Like, I learned a life lesson there was like, it didn't go as planned. Nothing was smooth. It wasn't given to me. It was like, I learned how to earn it. And that was my first like life, my life lesson. Then I was like, ¿sabes qué, güey? Like, I gotta fight for a laugh. And stand-up kind of helped me through life to be like, ¿sabes qué? Like, it's not gonna work first or second time. And like, I learned the ugliness of stand-up. It's like the days of putting in the hard work and shit, not just like the fame and like, oh, it looks dope.
Yeah.
You know, people see the special. A la verga, güey, that shit was dope. They didn't know it took fucking years. It took years. That was like years of me like creating that story. You know what I'm saying?
It's because people always see the end product of shit.
Yeah, I mean, we all like to see it. It looks nice.
It looks beautiful.
It looks
like,
great.
I'd be like, oh my God, this dude's fucking hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
But all the shit you have to go through.
Fuck yeah, dude. No, everybody loves the fucking house when it's being sold, but they didn't see how the fixer up or what they had to do, break the drywall, put the hard work, and then try to sell it, and they get the price. And like, oh, that's a big price. Yeah, because we put a lot of hours.
We did a lot of shit to it.
A lot of shit. You know, a lot of people just want it, you know, and that's when I started realizing, like, no, you know what, this takes time. Like, everything's going to take time. Everything, like, what hard work didn't scare me anymore. It made me just appreciate it. Like, oh, okay, no. Like, now when I think of something I want to do it, I'm like, oh, it's going to be hard. But it's going to be, if you dedicate your time and you do it the right way, like you're disciplined and you do it the right way, you're not distracted, and you put your honest like heart into something, te va a salir, güey. There's no way it's not. You don't have a plan B or C. If you focus on your plan A and you erase everything else, it would happen to you. It might not happen in the time frame that you want, but it will happen.
It will happen.
But if that's what you really want, you're going to be satisfied with whatever time frame that is. You know? It's just, it's your dream.
I think you're right.
When it comes to your when it comes to your dream, and somebody's going to be terrible, fool. I'm telling you right now, this is me having a special is like a dream come true. It came true. But it shit was like, I was expecting it when I was 21. I wanted it when I was like, pa mardeármela con mis compas, like at 21, fool. Like, you know what I mean? Get that little like fame or whatever, you know? Make it look cool, like on TV, like, oh, it's on HBO and shit. Like, it happened at my age now, you know? It didn't happen when I wanted, but it was my dream came true, and I'm satisfied with that. I'm like, that shit happened.
How much do you appreciate that?
Considering now I'm
all the bullshit you went through.
Well, now I'm starting to, because I'm not where I want to be. I know that there's more, but I also know like that's going to take time, and that time frame is when it happens, but I'm enjoying the process. Now it's time for us to like enjoy it, because that's one thing that we do a lot. We don't enjoy the moment. We're in the moment. You're in your fucking, I'm pretty sure right now, that's right now. This office, podcast, this, that, the name, you're creating dope shit. Right now, you're not really enjoying it. You're like, oh, I gotta, porque hay más, güey.
Yeah.
But if you would have told that kid at fucking third grade that you would have had this, you would have been like, get the fuck out of here. No shit. A la verga, güey, get the fuck out of here. You're not going to believe it.
There's some things that I'm just like, fuck.
You know? But if you stay focused and you're disciplined, and no andas just like wasting the money and andas con drinking every fucking night, you know, you're disciplined, and you know you treat people right. You can't have this.
Yes.
Treat people like shit.
Yes.
You gotta respect people.
Say that shit again, bro.
You gotta respect people. A lot of our family members, they're great workers, but the way they treated their workers is why they only stayed in this little circle. The way they treated money, the way they treated business is like you can't act like the world's against you. You can't act like it's just like me, fucking stitchy. You gotta learn how to spread the love, and that's what we need to learn how to do.
Absolutely.
You know?
Treat people right.
Yeah.
No matter what.
We all
go through shit, bro.
Spread the love.
There's not one person that does not go through shit.
Yeah, the way you make it, the way you gotta share it.
But just because you're going through some shit doesn't mean you gotta treat other people like shit.
Yeah, man.
Or vice versa. Even when you're fucking at the top and you're fucking, man, you're doing it.
Right.
That doesn't give you the right to treat people like shit.
Oh,
either,
yeah.
you
But
know?
eso se nota,
Always
güey,
never
like-
too high, never too low.
Yeah.
Actually, this is what I tell my agents.
Yeah.
Don't ever get too high. Don't ever get too low. You always stay in the middle.
Yeah, stay
Whether
humble.
you're fucking cashing in checks left and right.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Treat people right. And sometimes you have to, have good intentions and have a good heart. It'll take you places.
But see, it's because like people want to be around that. Who the fuck wants to be in a job when they're treated like shit, being judged, being like uncomfortable? But if you treat me good, I'm gonna come in every day. Watch out, ganas way. You come in and you motivate. Fool, who doesn't want to be around that shit? You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, bro.
Like it comes with responsibility, and that's what the whole stand-up game taught me también, way. I saw how people were treating me. I was treated like shit when I was coming up. I have a bunch of comics I used to open up with.
And they were
that
assholes?
were fucking assholes. I could name, pero what I learned, I'm glad it happened because it made me, I'm the type of dude that's like, I take the good and I treat it into a bad, right?
Yeah.
Like I looked and I was like, well, I'm not going to do that. So they're teaching me what not to do. They're also teaching me like their behaviors, like when they get drunk and fucking, they got their checks and I'm just like, why wouldn't you invest that back in you?
Yeah, and you're like,
okay, so they're teaching me what not to do. Oh, I'm not going to drink like that. Okay, before you know it, they're fucking alcoholics and they're just wasting it and then they're distracted. They got distracted. They weren't focused. They weren't disciplined. In the beginning, it's nice. When some money starts coming in, it's nice. And you're like, oh, fuck. It's easy to just be like, fuck it and have fun. But then you got to ride the wave when it's hot. Because if you're not, you get distracted. That was your chance. Your boat, fucking your ship that sailed, homie. Stay focused. Even when it's going good, act like it's not and stay focused.
You ride the momentum wave.
Yeah, man.
And I apply that to our business, in my industry, in real estate. I tell my agents, it's about momentum, and you ride that fucking wave until it's done.
Yeah, dude.
You have to, dude.
Yeah.
You have to be disciplined. You have to put in the work. You have to be good with your money. You have to. There's a lot of things that need to be factored in for you to propel.
Yeah.
I think.
No, I guarantee that's true. That is true. Even like when people like that I've met that are like very successful and I see like owners and shit and I talk to them, fool, they're not satisfied with because they know like this shit is flimsy. This shit can stop any minute.
Yeah.
And and that's how they stay humble. That's how they stay like, because they know that esta madre like cannot last.
You could be up here, you'll be down here.
Yeah, man.
That's the side, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and if you have to like if you're a hard worker and you like made it from the bottom, like you understand those humble beginnings. When things are given it to you, that's when you have those asshole bosses.
Yeah.
But when you come from humble beginning, you're like you're struggling, you earned your spot. You talk to people different because you know how that felt. So I think that's very important. Yeah.
Growing up the way I grew up, I was a fucked up kid. I ain't trying to paint this picture.
Yeah, no, I can see it in your eyes, dude. You fucking,
I got kicked
you look
out.
like a fucking asshole, dude. You didn't even know my name. You started the podcast awful. You didn't even turn on the light for me. You son of a bitch, dude. I know you can be a jerk.
I grew up. I was a fucked up kid. I fucking got kicked out of.
Desmadroso or what?
Yeah, I got kicked out of
Manabrao?
high school.
You got kicked out of high school?
I was like 4.
What kind of batch? You got kicked out of 4 high schools?
See.
What kind of batches did you do?
I was just fighting, doing dumb shit. I was angry. I was an angry kid.
Yeah,
with chingon.
yeah, chingon.
I had I was like 8 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had.
No shit. What year did you go to high school?
I graduated 2002. I graduated.
Wait, that's good. Look at you. Fucking.
I was like,
I was supposed to graduate 2008. Pa que veas, güey. Supposed to.
Oh, you're young still, bro.
Fuck yeah, fool.
Estoy viejo, güey.
No, pues se nota, güey. No quise decir, pero se
Mira
nota,
las pinches arrugas, güey. No mames, güey. Pero no tengo canas,
That's
güey.
just experience, homie. That's just experience. Yeah.
Pero no tengo canas, güey.
That's true. You do not have canas.
Yeah.
Fucking, that's all he's holding on to, too, huh? Fucking. That's the only game that he's got. Fucking.
Miren, cabrones.
Pero no tengo canas.
Pero no tengo canas, güey. And then fucking in a month me salen un chingo.
Fuck, fool.
Damn.
Yeah, but so you were a bad fucking kid, huh?
Yeah, I was.
I was too. I was real bad.
I was a fucked up kid. I did a lot of things to my parents. I made them go through things that I wouldn't want my kids to put me through.
Right.
So, and I started from the bottom. Nobody helped me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why I think when people are condescending and people act like assholes, like,
oh yeah,
it's a trigger.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? Man, fool, shut your ass. And then like, there's like,
yeah,
it just gets me out of my element because right now I'm like, it's all love. You know, positivity. You know, and when somebody tries to, even if they're talking to somebody with that tone, I just want to turn around and be like, hey, wait.
Oh,
shut the fuck up, dog.
Oh, full.
You know what I'm saying?
That's something that I'm fighting with too, because like the way I grew up and the way I brought up, like being ignorant was like, I looked up to that. Ignorant was like, fuck, for doing some ghetto fucking dumb ignorant shit was dope. Like it just felt like, I don't know, I felt good. It just felt good to like act like that. I felt like that was like the move. It's like the worse of, like, the more fucked up you were, like the cooler it was for some reason. I just liked it.
Well, it
just
was
like
cool being
some dumb shit.
You know?
But then you grow up and you realize like, oh, that dumb shit is gonna keep me in an apartment. That dumb shit is gonna keep me in bills for the rest of my life. That dumb shit is gonna make me a manager at a fucking regular job, and that dumb shit is gonna keep me working for somebody. You know what I'm saying?
I had a little moment where I dropped out of high school and I started working at a factory.
Saying like, every hard person that's like, yo, homie, yeah, they don't own shit.
Yeah,
they don't own shit, right? They don't scare. Now they're just looked at as like, compa, like if you're 35 and up and you still act like that, you still act about like go to a Dodger game and try to like, and you're that guy. You don't own shit. You didn't figure out the game. That was the wrong game to figure out. I quickly learned that. I'm like, oh wait, it's not like, and all these, because I used to look at people that were all proper and try to be like, fucking pussies, homie. Fuck nah.
And now you're the proper one.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's resolve this. Let's talk.
Because it's like, because to me it's like, yo, to grow in this like world and like to own, to be a businessman, it's like you gotta have a different vocabulary. You gotta think different. You gotta be a different person. And that to me is stronger than being the hardest dude in your neighborhood. It's like, why would you want to do that? I always thought those guys were like, you know, and now I'm like, pobrecito, way. Like I'm like, damn, fool, that's not gangster no more. That ain't gangster. Gangster is like knowing that you can take vacations whenever you want. Knowing that
do whatever you want when you want. That's being a real boss.
That to me is like, that's the most gangster shit ever, when you can just be like, yo, like, to me, like, for example, like in like Christmas, like I used to have to like ask for the day off. Now I ask whenever I want. If I want to leave right now and go on vacation for a week, I'm gone.
You're your own boss.
So that to me is like, that freedom is what I'm fighting for.
I think freedom is real success.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Being able to do what you want when you want, not having to ask for. You don't have to submit a fucking permission. Well, not a permission slip, a request for time off.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't have to do none of that shit.
Yeah, but
all that shit is hard too.
Yeah,
though.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was gonna tell you. Like that's what I say it for people like that might be listening, that you're just kind of like in a weird mentality, that you're just kind of like observing. Like that takes discipline. It takes like hard work. To bite your tongue and I want to whoop someone's ass, because it's in us. We grew up, it's in us. There's sometimes when I want to flip and I'm like, yo, what the fuck you talking? And I'm just like,
it happened to me at Dodger Stadium.
I knew it, dude. I knew
8 months ago. You brought that up, and I'm like,
I knew you one of those peleoneros at Dodger Stadium.
No,
I'd be at Dodger Stadium for looking at these fools. I'm like, ¿es tan grande, güey?
No.
¿Tienes hijos, cabrón?
No, but
I'm trying to fight right now at Dodger Stadium.
Look, I was sitting down minding my own business.
That's how it starts.
I swear to God, dog.
It's always that.
I'm sitting there,
I didn't even do nothing.
And these seats were like in the first level, but you could just sit there. Meanwhile, right? I had good seats. We were just sitting there, and then some dude's like, "Hey, bro, these are my tickets," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool."
It's the tone, right? That's the thing.
I'm
when
like,
we grew up the way we grew up, the tone.
So then he was like, "Hey, bro,
don't disrespect me, homie."
He's like, "Hey, bro, like these are my seats," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." Like he's like, "Yeah, they're right here," but they were okay. Long story short, they weren't it. So I moved out, and then the cholos next to me. Yeah. I wasn't wrong. They were like,
wait, okay.
So then these seats were like open to anybody.
Oh, okay.
But I was just sitting there with two of my other boys.
Okay.
And then this dude's like, "Hey, it's my seat," and I'm like, "Oh, cool, you know, an adult."
Yes.
Okay, cool. And then the cholos were next to me like, "Hey, perro, this fool's trying to play you, dog."
Oh, then you're fucking.
And then I turn around.
You're like, "Well,"
and then he heard, and I'm like, "Hey, bro," and then I had an adult moment. I was just like, backed up, and I'm like, I'm about to.
Yeah.
I'm about to come out on TV, dog.
Yeah, it could go 2 ways.
I'm about to come out on fucking.
It could go 2 ways. It could play out 2 fucking ways. It could be you fucking get up, punk them, you fight them. Everybody's like, holy shit. Even the trolls like, damn, better you did your thing before they kick those fools out. You sit down, people are buying you beers. Your kids are like, damn, dad, you're the fucking best. You're like, that's right, mijo. I don't give a fuck. I let them know where the fuck I'm from, homie. That's a perfect scenario. The other scenario is you get hit. Now, not only are you going to be like walking around with an ice patch for a fucking week, trying to sell fucking properties with a black eye and shit. Not only you have to, now you have to miss work. Now you have to miss fucking money. Now you have to fucking get embarrassed. Now you get kicked out of the Dodger game. You're going to be on TV. People are known as the bad guy. You're going to lose a fucking deal. No.
I had 2, I think it was 2 of my agents with me. And then I just stood there. And in my mind, I was just like,
wait a minute.
All right.
Yeah.
It could go really left.
Yeah.
Or it's okay, dog. You have better seats, dog.
That's it.
It's really not that serious. And then I looked at the little homies next to me. They were really cool. I'm like, hey, good looking out, bro. Boom, boom, boom. My seats are down there, dog. So I'm just going to. Oh, perro, we're just trying to look out for you, dog. And I'm like,
no, it's all good.
Appreciate it, homie.
Appreciate it.
I'm buying you a beer, dog.
I appreciate it.
Like,
you also almost would have got me killed.
Yeah.
Or
so
in
like,
jail.
you almost started a riot.
Yeah, you almost started a riot, homie.
Dog, I'm just saying, dog. But
thank you, though.
But I was like,
thank you.
I think about like, I was thinking like, okay, how the fuck am I going to tell my wife that I got in a fight?
That's the thing.
How am I going to tell
the awkwardness
my
of
kids?
That,
like, that is fighting. How am I going to tell my agents, like, hey, dude, you don't have no self-control? Like, you couldn't just walk away? Like, I thought I played all that shit in my head, and I'm like, it's really not that serious.
Dog, that is...
All right, dog. And I just walked out.
That's some real grown man shit right there.
But it bothered me the first 3 innings.
Oh,
I was sitting there like...
Yeah.
Drinking my beer like...
Damn. And then... The beer too, adding to it, like, come on, you can fuck them up.
But then I was like,
in
my mind, I'm like,
fool,
I lay that fool out.
Yeah. You start fucking, dude. I fantasize the fight all the time.
I was like,
shit, I'll go crack him right now.
But then I was like,
grab the other fool, I'll fucking choke that fool.
I was like, it's opening day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dog, come on.
And opening day too.
See, and I was just like, you know what?
Problems.
I was like, and I just looked up and I said, oh, thank you. And then I forgot all about it.
And that's it. Yeah.
Hey, let's go Dodgers. And and then
you're a better man than me. It was still bothering me. A week later, I'll be thinking about it. I should have fucked these fools up.
I got home. I got home.
Taking that on your wife.
I got home, and instead of telling the fucking wife, hey, the Dodgers won, guess what happened?
Oh,
you're gonna be proud of me. You're gonna be proud of me. She's like, what happened? She's like, oh, he did that, babe?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I wanted to suck that motherfucker. And he's like, it's because you didn't. Okay, here's your pizza.
Yeah. But you gotta let her know. Your man could have done some shit today. I just want to let you know.
I could have turned it up.
Yo, that gangster was in me today. Pero I knew I was gonna come home and get some pizza from you.
Yeah, I'm like, nah,
But I was gonna. You should have seen me. They were fucking scared, right, mijo? Yeah, I guess. That's right, mijo. What the fuck? Pinches pendejos. Yeah. No, it bothers me too, dog.
Yeah, but it's being an adult. I think
adulting.
You process things a little bit different.
Yeah, man, dude. Now that we're growing up, dude, fuck.
Yeah, it would have been in high school. Like, hey, hell no, dog. I have to fuck this fool.
Yeah, fool. In high school, that was gonna get fucked up. You were gonna fight. Period.
In high school, I'm an adult now, guys.
That's right. It would have went down in high school, pero.
How did you meet Jerry?
Jerry G from HP. You're talking about Jerry G from HP. Oh my God, that was a star. I met him at the Hollywood Improv. I was a dishwasher at the Hollywood Improv. I wasn't even doing stand up as much. And then that my dad got in my head about that one. He said like, compa. I was like, they're not letting me fucking go up and shit. Hey, ¿qué hacen ahí? Venden tragos, venden qué? Yeah, it's like a restaurant. Pues mijo, trabaja ahí y luego te metes en Come on, bro.
Game right
Come
there,
on, bro. And I was like, damn, you're right. So then I went in there. They didn't hire me as a waiter. They were like, so I had to think quick because they were like, no, we're not going to put you as a waiter. Fuck that. Like, no, we're good. None of the white kids got hired. And then I walked in the kitchen. I was like, well, these are all my people. Poniendo banda. I passed by and I'm like, hey, compa, ¿Ocupan ayuda? Simón, compa, Simón, ocupamos un dishwasher, güey. Cállale. And I'm like, Simón. And I told the lady, hey. Le dije, pues la señora dice que no está haciendo hiring. A la verga. And then they went up there and they got me the job. Los compas, like, hey, I want to tell you that we need a guy. He's a good guy. And they're like, all right, yeah, you want to be a dishwasher? And that's how I got in. So then I was just working there, and then I earned my stripes, and they let me go on stage. Fool, I used to be in drenched water, fool, and I used to go on stage, fool, with fucking my shoelaces had like food in it.
True hustle right there, baby. Dog.
But then one of those like nights, it was like Latino night, and Jerry was there. Jerry Garcia was there, and then I was like, oh shit. And I remember like very vividly going like, oh shit, I never met somebody who speaks the way they really speak. He's all fool, dick, dog, fool, and I'm like, hey, wait. I never met an ignorant person up on stage like that. No, but he was very clever, funny. Right away, he just looked like a star. Fool. I was like, man, this motherfucker's funny, fool, like a real one, you know? And then he was the real deal. I met him off stage, and he was like, what's up, fool? This motherfucker, I was like, hey, dog, hey. You know, trying to get him like, this fool right away. What's up, fool? You want a picture? I'm like, no. I'm a comic. And I tried to tell him, like, yo, where do you go up? And then we met up, and then we got to know each other, and then he had a couple shows. I got on some of the shows, and then the rest was history. We just started rolling together, and then we lived together, and then
he said like 8 years.
Yeah, we were like,
that's a long time.
Honestly, fool, me and Jerry, no es por nada, güey. No es por nada, güey. Pero me and Jerry we're a different breed. Like me and that fool changed the game and helping each other out. Cause me and this fool, like, everything you see us on, we've done it together. Everything we got it together because we helped each other out. A lot of times, you get hooked up with not you, but like somebody gets hooked up with the trabajo, right? Mm-hmm. And you could tell another copa, but some people don't. So we're like, nah, I'm gonna keep this source to myself. It's like, bro, how are you gonna work? How are you gonna grow as a community if you don't like spread the love, spread the connection? You know what I mean? Like, there's money for everybody. Everybody can make it. You know. Doesn't have to just be one person. So me and Jerry, I'll have a show. Jerry will be like, yo, it's a funny guy, Jesus. Boom. I get a show. Yo, it's a funny guy. You got to hire Jerry. So we were working together. Always working together. We met Chingo Bling. I introduced Chingo to Jerry. I connected them.
No way.
Chingo didn't even, and I'll be real, like, Chingo didn't really like, it didn't look like he cared for Jerry, because I was opening up for Chingo a lot, and I brought him in, and he's just like, oh yeah, cool, como que, all right. And then I was like, no. I'm selling Jerry. I'm like, yo, he's guy's a good writer. Give him a chance. Boom, boom, boom. So then he started giving another writer to Jerry. Be like, all right, let me ver qué pedo, güey. And he said, I need help with writing. And then Jerry's like, I'll help you, fool. So then Jerry's now in the mix with Chingo, me and Chingo. And then Chingo gets his Netflix special. So we got all that because we helped each other out. I brought him in. We helped each other out. And then fucking, he did the HBO special. He had the first HBO special, and he kept telling him, "Yo, Jesus is ready. Jesus is ready. Yo, check out Jesus. He's ready. He's ready." So he was the reason why they were like keeping an eye on me, because we help each other out. You know, we get something. Every credit we get together. We all got the same fucking like fan base. We did a show together. We did the Netflix thing together. We did the HBO Entre Nos together. Then we did our specials. We have the same.
Your special's dope, dog.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I filmed that shit in New York. We filmed it in New York. That was fun.
That shit is funny.
Yeah, it was fun. It was definitely a trip. It was definitely one of those like accomplishments that I was like, damn, dog. That was like, I didn't feel like that when I was doing it, but now it's like, damn, that was like a dream come true.
What did your dad and your mom say?
Yeah, they were like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was, I see it now. Ya que pasó, and you're like, I wish I would have like lived in the moment a little bit, because I was worried about the special being good. But now I look back and I start thinking like, damn, fool, they said all these little comments. And I'm like, damn, I should have enjoyed that. I should have listened to that, because we were it was in New York. I flew them out, my mom, my dad, and then my girl. So we were all there for a week. And then we're in Central Parkway. We're doing all that. Yeah, they're enjoying it. I'm still thinking about the set, but we're enjoying it every now and then. But I'm still thinking about the set.
Because you're preoccupied with
I'm
that
like,
shit.
Fuck, fool. But it's beautiful. But I'm trabajando, güey. They're like, hey, güey, rock like that. And he loved John Lennon, so he's like, ay, güey, John Lennon, ahí lo mataron, güey, la verga, güey. Latinos love dark shit, you know what I mean? Hey, güey, mataron, clavaron a este vato aquí, güey, mataron a la verga, güey. Sí, John Lennon a la verga, güey. Toma una foto, güey, tirado a la verga. No, dude, that's not doing too much. And then all that, we're running around, and then we go to the Empire State Building, and then we're up there, fool, and I'm just like looking. Again, I'm just like, fuck, I just want to, well, my show, I wonder if it's going to go good, this and that. And then my dad, like, we're all like together, we're watching the city. And he's like, mira, güey, qué loco, güey. Ta madre, güey, yo de México, güey, ¿quién hubiera sabido que cuando brincamos al pinche bar, güey? And my mom's like, damn, y tu mamá de rancho, güey. Qué loco, güey. ¿Y sabes por qué andamos aquí, güey? Porque tu comedia nos trajo, güey. And I was just like, fool. But in that moment, I just was like, oh, yeah, that's cool. And then now I'm like, damn, that was so real. And I was like, damn, that's true. Like, my stand-up, he's all, the things he's all, las cosas que te regañamos, en la escuela te regañan, güey. They brought you here. All of that, you did everything right for us to be here and enjoy it. And I'm just like, fuck.
So you guys had like a tender moment.
Oh, no, yeah.
Like,
I just wish I would have embraced it a little bit more because I looked at it and I was just kind of like, all right, cool. But in my head, I was still like work mode. Because you know how we are. We're like,
I think,
go.
Yeah.
But you know, you look back and like there's moments where like, because I'm not with them every day. And I miss my family, obviously. So I like think about it and I'm like, damn. I wish I would enjoy that one a little bit.
You were probably like, man, he was being nice. I should have embraced it a little bit more, you know?
He was opening up.
You know?
Yeah. So that one was the one that I regretted that I would have enjoyed that moment a little bit more. And then the special obviously was like a relief. It was like once we filmed it, I was like, oh, it's done.
Like, how does that work to like film an HBO special? They tell you like the set is done. Like, how does that work? Because there's actual people there.
Well, Edwin Licoma, like he's the one that like he's the producer, and he's the one that found me and all that shit. So he's the head honcho. He was so fucking cool. Otro pinche Latino way that's fucking dope as fuck, dog. Because this one could have easily just been like, you know, not keeping me in the loop of what's happening. Not taking me to the back and showing me how the fucking, you know, the sausages are made, como dicen. Like, he literally took me in the back and, like, behind the camera and says, look what we do. This is how you do it. The lighting, this, that. He gave me, like, total creative process to be like, how do you want the stage? What lights do you want? How do you want this to look? Do you want it to look like that? And I was just like, fuck. Like, he gave me control of everything, fool. Like,
no way.
He's teaching you the game. Otro, because he knows that, like, yo, he's not going to be here forever. He wants to help the next generation. Someone needed to learn the way he needed to learn. You know what I mean? Somebody did that to him, so he doesn't know which comic's gonna do it, but he's like helping everybody out. And he's teaching me like, oh, and I was like, what is this camera? It's called this, it's that. It's what you do. It's the process, how you do it, and just show me how a special is made. So I went through that with him. He kept in touch with me. He kept watching my material. He's like, before we flew out there, he's like, what are you working on? Don't say that joke. Oh, that's ready. Oh, that looks good. Move it like that. The therapy bit, and Eric Rivera was the director, and he helped me out a lot. So Eric Rivera was like constantly like hitting me up. What jokes are you doing? Do this, say that, say this. And I had a therapy joke at the end that I just said on stage, nomás por decirlo, güey. It wasn't even a joke. I was just said like, I said something about, fucking need therapy and this and that. I was like, then I went over there and I complained to them, and then to us it's funny, but to them they're like, oh my God.
Yes.
Like, our trauma to us is like laughable. Like, oh, my dad hit me in the head. And they're like, oh my God, that's abuse. that's trauma. You're just like,
that's normal.
No way, that was Christmas. And they're like, and that was it. And then he's like, no, go back to that. Fool, there's something there. So then that whole like 3 months I was digging deep, bringing the real stuff out. I'm like, what's in there? And so we found that joke. And I brought that to New York. We went there and we shot it. I was doing shows like all week, and we got to the show.
So then that's the joke that you were like, I want to see therapy, and then my dad started giving her therapy.
That's that joke. So that joke came out of like that 3 month like boot camp of like trying to like figure out what the special was gonna be.
I was watching it. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
What the fuck is?
Yeah, no, it was
telling my life.
Yeah, dude.
I need therapy too.
Yeah. No, it was a fun. It was a fun experience. And then I don't know if you saw it, or if you guys, a lot of people didn't catch it, But if you watch it to the end, at the end when the credits are going up, you'll see footages of me when I was a kid.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And the one when I was doing stand-up. I was 15 years old in my room practicing stand-up, recording myself because I was preparing for this.
And then you put pictures of like you being at home and all that. Yeah,
so,
I watched it.
So that to me was like what
You're like fucking as skinny as this fucking.
Yeah, fool. I was.
I'm like, damn, boo.
I got no bitches at that time.
No bitches.
No bitches. Yeah, but yeah, it was fun. The whole experience was like been fun. Like, you know, the special was like too. Like, fool. I'm from Tucson, Arizona. It was a small town. I would have never thought I would be in HBO with. But you see, like I see the logo and I'm just like, fool. I'm like. Right now, if you go on HBO, you type in my name, it's there. That's crazy to me. And I look at it and I'm like, yeah, que loco, with like, there's moments where I don't take advantage of that and I'm just like, eh. But then there's moments where I do be like, fuck, fool. It's like I'm in this fucking, you know, I'm in this fucking label. I'm in this, you know, channel. Like, that's crazy.
To me, it's fucking big. And then to have like you guys on there and then you had Jerry saying, man, I'm from Huntington Park. That's where I'm from.
Yeah.
And it's
a matter
like,
of time with that fool. That fool's fucking.
Yeah. So I'm like, shit, that's fucking dope, bro.
Yeah, man.
And it's big and you guys should be proud. And I'm sure that, man, I could just guarantee how much your parents brag about you at this point.
Oh, she like that all the time, but he's like, when he saw the special, I could see his eyes just lit up. And I was like, oh, I think my dad's about to like cry and shit. He just felt like very like emotional. I looked at him.
No way.
And then my dad looked at me. He's like, ¿Cuánto te pagaron, güey? God damn it. I thought we were going to have a soft moment. He's like,
I thought we were going to have a moment.
¿Cuánto te pagaron, güey? And I'm like, nah, don't worry. Porque me debes.
¿Te acuerdas en 1999?
Te compré 3 carros, güey. Me debes una ferecita. No digo que todo el cheque, güey, por una madre, para la carnitas, algo, cabrón.
And how did you meet Concrete, Valentino, and how did
those
that come about?
I met Jay Valentino when he did a fucking internet radio show. I forgot what it was called. It was a long time ago. It was 2005, maybe. No, 2005.
Was it Juice TV?
Juice TV.
Yeah.
No, 2015 or something like that. 2015. Or,
I think so.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But I remember I was doing that shit, and he had like a fucking hot ass like assistant host, and I'm like, ooh. And he kept talking like, yeah. So comedy. Like, shut the fuck up. Let the titties talk. Let the titties talk. So I met that fool, and he was like, I think he had like 3 like. I don't know, like 3 sets of hair, like coming out. But, then now he's fully shaved.
Now he's fucking bald.
Fully bald. So I met him. I didn't really know him that well, but I remember like he interviewed me. And then Concrete, I never met him. And then a homie of mine's that does stand up. That's when Jay Valentino started blowing up on the Instagram. Jay and Concrete. And then they invited me to do a skit with them, and I went to go do a skit with Jay. And that's when I met him. He was cool. He's very cool. Cool. At first, I didn't like him because I was like, he's too cocky. He's too like into himself. It's too fucking. And then I was just like looking at this fool. But then he's a good person. Like he's genuinely like a good dude. He means well.
He has a good heart.
He has a good heart. He means well. He has he has his own point of views. He's very confident. And when you meet someone confident and being Mexican and you're not, and you're like, your parents always talking shit to you and they were complimenting you. That's what happens. You look at people like that and you're like, fuck that fool, dog. Got all that fucking love and shit. His parents loved him and shit. Fuck that fool, dog.
Fool, they hugged you a lot, huh?
Yeah,
fool.
they fucking told you.
Well, they didn't hug me, so fuck you.
Yeah, so you know, and then you realize like, nah, this was a good fucking dude. He's funny. I think he's really funny. He impresses me a lot on stage because he's always like, comes up with like new styles to say a joke, and you're like, fuck, this fool's like really. He's a comic. I think he's funny.
I think he's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, and Concrete, Concrete is just a naturally funny dude, dog. He can just go out there and just talk, and he's the only guy that I've seen that can just go up and just fucking. His whole demeanor, he's just a nice guy, likable, and you're just gonna laugh. Like I'm like, this fool just pulls it off, fool.
He could just stand there and just be like, just make some facial expressions up.
You put him in any like room, and he'll find a funny way. Like he'll find something funny. He's just a funny, naturally funny way. Like he doesn't even like struggle to be funny. He's just
like he don't really need to ride much. Yeah, like, he could just stand there and be like, okay.
You can just tell when you're around him, you're like, fuck, this was like so funny, dog. Las caras que hace, güey, the stupid ideas, that laugh that he has. I'm like, fuck, that was cool. And that's how I met them, like doing the little skits and stuff, and then that was it. They were cool ever since.
And then the Toxicos happened.
Yeah, Toxicos happened. We're gonna do a Big Boy. We did it with Frankie Quinones, the Cholo Fit dude.
Yeah, that was funny too.
Concrete. Yeah, he's a homie. Frankie Quinones, Jerry, me, and then and then something went down with the big boy, and then
Okay.
yeah.
But now you're rocking it. Everything's fucking
Coming together,
flowing,
man.
coming
Yeah.
together. What shows do you guys have coming soon?
Dude, I got a couple of shows coming soon with the Toxicos. Make sure to click the link in my bio on IG, Jesus the Comedian. But for my own personal shows, I got some coming up también. The main one that I really want to push on is Bellflower. I'm gonna be a Bellflower, dog. You want to come?
Oh, hell yeah. Down right there at the left.
The stand-up.
Yeah, the stand-up one right there.
Yeah. On Bellflower.
Yeah. When?
It's going to be May 12th. May 12th, I think it's a Saturday. Come through, Kyle way. But yeah, make sure you get your tickets. Come see me live. I got new material.
Oh,
Todo new. So make sure to come out here, support the boy, and fucking we're gonna have a good time, man. It's fucking gonna be fun. So make sure you have that one. I got some more, but they're out of town. But in LA, stand up and Bellflower. Come down.
We'll be there.
Yes, come down for sure.
So what's it called? Make sure we put that down.
Yes, sir.
We're fucking there.
That's right. That's right.
I know. It just so happened that
it just fucking happened. Dude,
you showed up.
I wasn't supposed to be here, so I forgive him for what happened in the beginning. I wasn't even supposed to be here. I just showed up and he said, "Hey, what the fuck, fool?" I'm like, "Hey, dude, hey." I was like, "Let me take a piss first before I start sucking my dick." No, I'm kidding. But yeah, we had a good time.
Dude, this shit was dope.
Yeah, it was
I feel
fun.
like I had therapy.
Yeah, a bit. Yeah,
Because I feel that we have a lot
we opened up
of similarities in our
That's
upbringing.
right.
But I felt that since I watched your special.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, when I walked in here, I was
I'm
like,
like,
I don't know if I like him.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like him. I don't know what kind of eyes you're giving me. Does you want to fuck me? I don't know what's going on here. Am I gonna get, you know what I mean? But then now that we hung out, we got together, we got to know each other. I like you.
Yeah, man.
I like you. Yeah, you guys are cool guys.
So to me, I was like, man, I gotta have this guy on, man.
That's right.
It's like I'm fucking start crying though. I told her, what if I start crying? Like,
opening up.
My dad.
Serious.
The first thing I told you was, my dad was my first bully.
That's
too.
right. Yeah, you did tell me. I was like,
that's a true story. I was like,
Cuando me lo dijo, güey, I was like, that was honest fucking.
Yeah,
that was an honest fucking moment right there.
But just for the record, now my relationship with my parents, it's getting better because I can't live in the past.
Yeah,
like,
I gotta let it go.
I gotta let it
every
go.
now and then they'll do some fucking mamas. They're like, you see?
He still pisses me off. He be
like,
doing some mamadas where I get pissed and then my chick's like, seriously? And I'm like, yeah, cool. And then I start thinking like, man, it's okay. And then I feel bad because then I'm mean to him, and then I'm like, an hour later,
like shit, 'cause you're like,
and then an hour later, I'm like, man, bro,
Yeah,
everything he has his fucking fucked up ways, but it's okay. They're not gonna be here forever.
Yeah,
you know.
true.
So I'm like, all right.
My dad,
I call him back and like,
apologize.
Yeah, because we kind of got into this weekend.
Oh,
and then
shit.
I'm like, hey, the fucking most Mexican shit.
Yeah.
Hey, ¿quién va a pagar por la pelea el sábado?
You ignore what happened and when's the next hangout? That's literally like, yo, hey, I'm over it.
Hey, tú vas a pagar porque yo pagué por la otra,
Yeah.
Pues sí, cabrón, una carne asadita. Okay. So
claro, mijo, claro. So tú llégale a tu casa.
Yeah. ¿En dónde le dije? ¿Aquí en mi casa o en la tuya? No, en la mía, que sabe qué.
Órale, pues.
Okay.
And you still have to be so. Órale, pues.
Okay. And that's it. And that's how we made up.
That's how it works. That's
crazy,
the way
right?
do it. Yeah. Yeah, me and my dad are the same way. We like our whole family. We fight, and then afterwards, like, hey, I'm gonna come over and shit. I gotta pick up the thing. Oh yeah, come through. Even though you just almost had a putazos and shit in the fucking backyard.
But
yeah, that's cool,
dude,
man.
Thank you so much for stopping by.
Yeah, man.
This is the first time I meet you.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like I know you because of your stuff, but
same here.
Honestly, you're fucking funny.
Thanks, dude.
Everything that you guys are doing, is fucking dope. And we always try to support you guys.
Yeah, dude. No, thanks for having me on. It was fun.
It was fun. Let's do it. I felt like it was a little bit of therapy for me on some real shit because I feel like we have so much in common. But thank you so much, and I hope once we get this going, people could go click on your stuff and go buy your tickets and support you.
Come to the show. Hopefully you guys come to the show, and I think these type of conversations are important. It's very important. You know, we need to start voicing out like what we hold in, and I think a lot of people that are listening, like we all think it. You know what I mean? It's time for us to just like, we stop holding shit in.
Let it go. It ain't that serious, dog.
Yeah.
Shit is,
come on.
life is so short.
Yeah.
Move on, bro. Don't
that's
let
it.
that shit just fuck with
Stop
you.
fucking fighting this one at Dodger game. Wait,
Yeah,
leave him
stop
alone.
fucking taking my fucking seats at
Leave
Dodger
him
games.
alone,
Fool.
cabrón. All right.
All right. Hola,
Peace
pues.
out. Thank you. Peace.